the US has actually been battling this. And one of the ways they battle inflation is by increasing interest rates. Okay, one of the ways they battle inflation is by increasing interest rates. And what they do is when they increase interest rate, people want to invest in that particular currency, because if you increase your interest rate, it means that there will be higher returns, get greater returns when I invest in that economy or when I invest in that currency. So investors like it when the US Fed or the US government or the government of an economy increase their interest rates. You understand? So, but there has to be a balance. There has to be a balance. You cannot just begin to increase interest rates. There has to be a balance. So that balance is determined by the US Fed. Okay. And they do that by considering what the current interest or what the current inflation rate is. For a couple of months now, for a long time, almost a year now, they've been having rising inflation. And because they've been having rising inflation, they have sought to increase interest rates every time. Consecutively for about 10 months now, interest rate has been increased. Okay, but when the inflation report came out this week, I think on Tuesday, when inflation report came out, we found out that the inflation for last month was actually lower. There was lower inflation for last month. Okay, and because of that, the US Fed decided that if there is a drop in the rate of inflation, then we might not consider increasing interest rate anymore. You understand? We might not consider increasing interest rate anymore. And if we do not consider increasing interest rate, investors found that out on Wednesday during FOMC. And because of that, there's no increase in the interest rate of the dollar. They began to sell dollar and buy things like gold, buy things like indices. So that's what is currently happening in the market. That's what the current gist is. Even up to yesterday, there are a couple of news that came out on the US scene that was actually good for the dollar, but it did not go anywhere, because at the end of the day, the dollar still fell. Towards the end of yesterday, US 100 and other instruments were still pushing up. Okay, so what we are having currently in the market is a kind of retracement. What we are having currently in the market is a kind of retracement. But that said, so today, let's also check Forex Factory. Let's check Forex Factory, see what's going on. Around 3:47 a.m. I don't know why it's 3:47. That's crazy. Around 3:47 a.m. to 7:30 a.m., JPY released two high impact news. The first one was a monetary policy statement, and the second one was the Bank of Japan press conference. You can see that these events that came out do not have any value attached to them, because they are not measured in quantity. They're actually measured in their speech. You understand? So they're not measured in quantity. So that said, that is why we do not have any number here. So the next high impact we are having is by 3 p.m. Okay, 3 p.m. when we're having consumer sentiment. Okay, so that is what the current gist with the market is: inflation and interest rate. Okay, so that said, we are now going to, since we've dealt with the fundamental, we will now talk about the technical. Okay, we'll talk about the technical, and that will involve us going into our chart. Okay, so what I need for us to do is just give me 2 minutes, so that I'm properly hand over to our technical analyst for today.
Morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you one more time for joining in this morning, joining the morning market review. I believe you can all hear me. Kindly drop a yes in the chat box if you can hear me. Please drop a yes in the chat box if you can hear me. All right, then. Thank you. Thank you very much. I believe you're all right to get started this morning and get into the market. Thank you very much to Mr. Samuel with the fundamentals. So as we all understand that it is very, very, very important, we go through the fundamentals, check our news that's going to be happening in the market, and then we can go ahead to place informed trades. All right, we can go ahead to place informed trades. Okay, so let's ensure that we're all ready to make some good money for ourselves this morning. So I'm going to go straight into our chat, and then we are going to be analyzing this morning. Okay, so all right, I'm going to share my screen. Can we all see my screen? Please, can we all see my screen? All right, thank you very much. All right. So let's go ahead to look at Euro USD this morning. As we can have noted, the euro has been strong. From the news that came out yesterday, we can see this bullish movement from the news that came out yesterday about their interest rate hikes and interest rate hikes, which came out yesterday and actually gave a very serious strength to the euro. And also we know that from the US zone, it's been quite weak. That's why we see an upward movement on the euro USD. The USD has been quite weak for a number of days right now. Also for you to be able to see some strengths of the currencies, in case you would like to have this as well, please speak to your account manager to know how you can get the currency strength meter. You can see how strong this currency is looking at this morning. So you can see that as of today, the USD has managed to pick up some steam. All right, it's pick up some steam and is looking at 60% strength and being followed by Swiss franc and also the euro as well. Okay, so we can see that that's why it's form of consolidation, because the strength between the USD right now and the euro, it's not much. All right, now they're actually struggling there. So you've seen, let's go ahead to put the support and resistance template. All right, you can see that price has actually broken above this region. All right, so we are looking at this as an upward trend. Actually looking at this as an upward trend. So the price is most likely has actually bounced off this region, is most likely going to come down here. You can see there's a form of resistance support at this region. You can see there's a form of support at this region. Although we expect that the the euro is going to continue being strong due to the news. And you can see that has already bounced off this region as well. We can see that seems like there's a region here. So, but let's look at it first of all from the daily time frame to see what our day traders and our swing traders can and will be able to do. So I'm going to mark this region. You can see that price has bounced off this region here. It looks like a support and it's going back all the way here. Now, remember, I want to make as much money as we can in the market. We want to make as much money as we can in the market. All right. So there's a very good chance that price is going to come to this region and then push back down. All right. So we want to be patient and wait. Once price gets into this region, we can now go in for our sell. Remember, we wanted to excuse me. Now, normally we could have taken our buy from this region, but because we've missed that, I remember I want to make as much money as we can. So price is most likely going to go back up to this point and then touch it and then starts coming back down. So let's go in for our sell. Once it's able to bounce off this resistance zone. All right, so anywhere around from 1.10122, from 1.10122 all the way to 1.10959. You can start your sales from those regions. All right, that is our risk region. And once price is able to come into this region, you can take it for as a reward region, a reward zone. All right, this is our reward zone. All right, so yes, and we can take our profit once price is able to get into the reward zone at price levels 1.09496, 1.09496. Can write it down to 1.08195, 1.08195. Okay. So we do understand that once price is able to get into this region, yes, we've not gotten to our entry positions yet. Once we're able to enter this region, go in for our entry positions. All right. So we expect the Euro USD to bounce off this region and start coming back down. So let's go in, take our profits from price levels 1.09496 down to 1.08195. Now remember, for those of us who might want to, it's also very important to use the stop loss. All right, so it's also very important. Now, once price is able, if you enter in this region and price breaks above this squared region, you can consider that as the point where you can stop your losses, and consider that as the point where you can stop your losses. All right, and then look out for another opportunity. So let's wait for price to get into this region, then we can go in for sell. All right. So let's go now for to the intraday. Let me go ahead to delete this. All right then. So let's remember we can make good money for ourselves if we are able to take these opportunities. Now, for you to be a swing trader, you have to understand that it is important to have good volume in your trading accounts. Good volume, 1 million, 2 million and above. It's very good for you to be able to trade. As a big guy, just sit down, relax, and then make your money as you go. All right, so now let's look at it on the 1 hour time frame for our intraday traders. So we are seeing that the USD has is actually looking a bit strong this morning, and price trying to push down to this region because we are seeing that this is a form of support. So, however, it's most likely that it can actually bounce off this region and then go back upwards. So this morning, we can go in for our sell once price is buy rather once price is able to enter this region. All right, once price is into this region, we can go in for our buy. Okay, can go in for our buy. Once price is able to get into this region, can go in for our buy. Okay, I'm just going to change this. So it's looking like a minor retracement. All right, so once price is able to enter this region, we can go in for our buy and buy, continue for the buy upwards. All right, can go ahead for the buy upwards because the euro is actually very strong right now. Do not really doubt how strong or how much the USD can actually compete to the euro this period. All right, so once price is able to get into this region, we can go in for a buy. Now, regions from 1.09346 and 1.09130. Once price is able to break below this squared region, you can consider that for area for your stop loss. Now, for our take profit zone, our reward zone, you can take all the way here. All right, once price is able to enter these regions, you can go in for, you can take your profit. Actually, you can take your profit. Okay, I'm just going to mark this as our profit region, as our profit zone. Okay, So once price is able to get into the profits region, that's 1.09530 all the way to 1.10046, 1.10046. So anywhere around those regions is our take profit. So once price is able to enter the region 1.09530 all the way to 1.10046, that is our reward region. So let's remember to always have trade cautiously, especially remember this is a currency pair. So if you want to trade this currency pairs and make real money for yourself, you have to use bigger lot sizes. Now, if you're using bigger lot sizes, it also means that you need to actually have good volume in your trading accounts. In Euro USD, you cannot be trading that with 0.01. You can't make you won't make as much as you want. The economy is not smiling. You understand? So we need to make good money for ourselves. We need to double our income, triple our income as it is. So remember, for you to be able to make money, you need to use good money. So let's go in for our sell once price is able to enter these regions, and then take our profits at these regions as well. All right. So now let's go in for. All right, so let's look at it on the 5. Yes, like a 0.1. You can use a 0.1 if you have enough volume. 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, even a standard lot, depending on how much you have. All right. So please ensure you have good volume in your account before you're able to do all that. All right. So 500,000 and above, 1 million and above is all good. 0.1, 0.2, 0.5, even a standard lot as well, as long as you have good volume in your trading account. All right. So let's look out for scalping opportunities. Let's look out for scalping opportunities. I'm going to delete all this. I believe we've gotten the entry positions. So let's look out for scalp opportunities on the 15 minutes and also on the 5 minutes time frame as well. So let's see. Aha. Okay, so this is already a support region. This is already a support region. For our scalpers, I believe we are already good for a go. Somebody who likes to scalp as well. Yes, so if you're a scalper in this region, you can actually go in for your buys. All right, you can actually go in for your buys. Once price is able to enter this region, anywhere in this region is good enough. All right, and then we can take our profit once price comes back into this region. Anywhere into this region is good enough for our take profit. So remember, if you want to learn how to do a stacking and scalping strategy, speak to your account manager and learn how to actually get that strategy. You can see it's already going up. So you should already be in good profits. For our scalpers this morning, should already be in good profits. All right, should already be in good profit this morning. So yes, for our scalpers, it should already be in good profit this morning. Remember, I just marked the region already. You can actually go in for your buys and take your profits once you're able to enter this region. Now, when we talk about scalping and strategy, stacking, it means you are opening multiple trades at the same time. Minimal pips, they're all in good profit, then you can close all at the same time as well. Speak to your account manager to learn how to trade this with scalping and stacking so that you'll be able to make good money for yourself. I remember, for you to be able to scalp, you need good volume as well, because you're using bigger lot sizes. All right, 500,000 and above will do you a whole lot in this market. For me, it's faster, it's quicker, you make a whole lot more money as well. All right, so yes, for our scalpers around the region 1.9342, 1.9342, and 1.09284. It's good for us to start taking our buys. All right, it's good for us to start taking our buys, and we can start taking our profits once price is able to get into this region 1.09384 and 1.09457. 1.09384 and 1.09457. We can take our profits in those regions. All right. So once price is able to enter this region, we can start taking our buys, because it's most likely going to bounce off this region. You can see and try to go above this region as well. All right. So we can see that is already happening. We are good to go already in the market this morning for our scalpers. So let's move on now to AUD/USD. So let's look at AUD/USD this morning. Yeah, so AUD has actually been on a very strong run, Okay, so let me. All right, AUD He has actually been on a very strong run because they actually 2 days ago or so they actually released their unemployment claims, which came out good for the currency, and also released their monetary policies as well, which also came out for good for the currency as well. So AUD has actually been very, very good for a couple of days. Right now. As you can see, let's look at it on the 4-hour time frame. You can see this on daily time frame as well. It has been going all the way up, all the way up. So let me just put this so you can see it has been going all the way up for past days now, almost a week or two. The AUD has been looking very strong and it's been very weak against the USD due to the issues that the United States dollar has been and have been having in the market. So yes, let's look at it on a daily time frame right now, because we have seen that it is actually at a resistance region. We can see this resistance at this region here. So it's going to actually take a lot for it to break it. See, the last time I actually broke this, which was December 2022, that I broke this region and came all the way here. So the last time it came back to this place, next time we went to this region, came back all the way, broke below that region again, and it has not been able to go above that again. So we can see it has gotten to this region again, and it's also now still struggling. All right. So for our intraday traders, rather for our investment traders, our swing traders, this is actually a very good time to sell. All right, this is actually a very good time to sell. Yes, this is actually a very good time to sell this market, because we're seeing that it has gone to resistance region. It has got to the resistance region. So this is actually a good time to sell in this market. If you are into swing trader, if you're a swing trader, it's a very good time to go ahead to sell in this market, because you can see that actually tested the zone. It has actually tested the region. All right. So let's go in for our buys, rather for our sells. All right, let's go in for our sells at this region. 0.68971, 0.68971, and 0.69363. Again, 0.68971 and 0.69363. Okay, so we can go in for ourselves at those regions. You can see it has already tipped it, so you are also actually still good for a sell if you're a swing trader. Now remember, for you to be able to swing, you need at least ₦1 million, ₦2 million in your trading accounts for you to be able to swing in the market. All right, so can take our profits once price is able to get into this region. All right, okay, so let me mark this as our reward zone. So let's mark this as our reward zones. So once price is able to get into these regions, let's go ahead to take our profits. Remember, let's not be greedy. Let's not waste too much time in the market. Let's not aim for too much. Yes, it's good to be to aim for bigger things, but then again, you have to understand the line between you being greedy and ambitious. All right, so let's understand the difference. All right, so let's take our profits once price is able to get into the region of 0.68461 and our and 0.66801. So anywhere around those regions, you can start taking your profits. Now, anywhere from 0.68971 and 0.69363 is your entry positions, taking your entry positions for yourself, right? Great. So that's for our swing traders. Let's go straight now to our intraday traders and see how we can make money for ourselves this beautiful Friday morning. Okie dokie. Let's go straight to the 1 hour time frame. You can see that price has actually gotten to a form of resistance, especially on the AUD/USD, as I already mentioned as well. All right, as already mentioned, price has gotten to a resistance region. So that means is a goal for our sell at this region. All right, it's a go for our sell already, because we can see that right here. If I zoom in, we can see that this is an inverted hammer here, and I'm believing that this should be a form of resistance. All right, so it is already going looking for a sell. It's already looking good for a sell. It is already looking good for a sell. So yes, I'll just take and mark this region for our profit zone. All right, I'll mark this region as our profit zone. We're already good for a sell, ladies and gentlemen. We're already good for a sell. So I'm going to mark this as our reward region. All right. Risk region. Okay, so once price is able to get into this region, we can go in for our sell, which I believe it has already tested. All right, so as I said, our sell is a go. We are in order, and we can take our profit once price is able to get into this region as well. Now, profit region 0.68636 down to 0.68104. Again, 0.68636 down to 0.68104. Anywhere between those regions is good enough for our profits. All right, and taking our sales as well from 0.68901 and 0. Okay, let me go ahead to reduce this. Hold on. All right. 0.69080. All right, so once price is able to break above that region, we can take that as our stop loss. All right, once price is able to break above that region, we can take that as our stop loss. Okay, so yes, in between the region 0.68901 and 0.69080 is our entry positions for our sell down to 0.68636 and 0.68104. All right, so I believe we have that sorted and we are ready to make some good money for ourselves this morning. Remember, there are currency pairs, you need bigger lot sizes to actually make good money for yourself this morning. Okay, and let's go now to our scalpers. Let's go now to our scalpers. So let's look at it on 15 minutes time frame and then on the 5 minutes time frame as well. Let me go ahead to. Okay, we can see that price has already nicked off the support region. You can see that price already nicked off the support region and is going all the way up here. So it's looking like it's going all the way up here. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to try to slow it down a bit so we can all. So yeah, so we can see right now that price is currently getting up to this region. We can see it has bounced off here, all right, and it's getting up here as well for our scalper. So let's be patient. Let's be patient and take these regions as our sell region. All right, you can see that there's a form of resistance here. Okay, we can take this as our sell regions. If you're a scalper, this morning, we can take this as our sell regions. Okay. So price has bounced off this region already. So let's be patient and wait for it to get here. Remember, we want to make as much money as we can in the market because yes, you can say, okay, we can still buy from here up to this region. Hey, sure, we can, but we will not make as much money as we would if you buy from the top. Rather, if you sell from the top. Remember, you to make the best out of the market, you sell at the top, you buy from the bottom as well. All right, so this is AUD USD, AUD USD. So let's go in for our sales once price is able to get into this region. All right, you can start our stacking and scalping if you already know the strategy. If you don't, speak to your account managers to actually learn the strategy. All right, so from 0.68909 that to 0.68977 is good enough for our sales. All right, so please always remember to join our Telegram channel to get trade hints, news, information, seminars, anything and everything you need to know about Riley Trade and the business and how to actually benefit from the company will be shared there. The link has been posted on the chat box, so please remember to join our Telegram channel. And also we are streaming live as it is, and we're also you can also watch these sessions later on to understand the strategies and to understand more. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe, like, and share. All right, so remember to subscribe, like, and share. So for our scalpers, patience is key. Patience is key. You can decide to sell from here. You can decide to actually sell from this region. Okay, you can decide to sell from this region because you can see that most likely it's going to consolidate again because you can see it has done that here. So actually buying or selling at this region, you can see it's going to be actually very, very dicey. You can see that price is already struggling here. So it has bounced off here. Let's wait for it to bounce off here. Then we can go in for our scalping positions. All right. Patience is key in the market. Patience is key in the market. You can say, the price is there. Why don't you scalp downwards? Too much risk. Too much risk. Okay. So let's wait for price to go up all the way to 0.68909 and 0.68977. Then we can start our scalping downwards. Remember, this is a resistance. Once it gets there, it's going to start pushing back downwards. And our profit areas, our profit zones at 0.68879, 0.68879, and 0.68784. Those are our reward regions, our reward zones for this morning for our scalpers. People who like making money fast, people who like making money quick, live a fast life. So yes, let's go in once price is able to get into this risk region. And remember, once it's able to break above the risk region, kindly consider that as your chance to stop your losses. All right, take that as your stop loss, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's go now to gold. Okay. All right, so let's go straight now to gold. So let's look at gold on the daily time frame. Let's look at gold on the daily time frame. You can see that gold has been on a downward trend. However, for the past days, it has actually been able to push up a bit. And due to the indecisiveness of the US market right now, today is strong, tomorrow is weak. Today is strong, tomorrow is weak. You can see how it is actually been playing out on the chart for gold. I remember gold actually reacts to the US dollar as well because it is actually seen as a safe haven. So we can see that gold is already ended bullish yesterday, and today's already looking like a bullish movement again. So now for swing traders, you can see that price has been resisted around this region. All right, price has been resisted around this region. So we can go in for a sell because see what it has been doing. So there's a very good chance it can also still do that again. All right. So once price is able to get into this region, consider that your sell opportunity. All right. For swing traders, if you have at least $1 million, $2 million in your trading account, you can do this swing trading. So please, swing trading is actually very, very nice, very exciting to do. It's just see yourself like an investor. Just pumping money, take a trade, and just chill. You understand? And just allow your trade play out for you. All right. But remember, you have to think like an investor. You have to invest like an investor. You have to fund your account like an investor. So please bring out that investor spirit in you, and then let's get your account funded. 2 millionaire, 3 millionaire, 5 millionaire, 10 millionaire. Instead of putting that money in the bank, that will be giving you 100 naira every 2 years. So so yes, it's important to do something more with your money. Don't just leave it somewhere that it's not growing right now, because the more you save in naira, the more the currency is appreciating. Your 10 million naira in 3 years, that's in the bank, is not worth 10 million naira anymore. You understand? It's losing value. So why not put it in something that can actually give you more money? So for our gold, let's sell once price is able to get into this region for swing traders at 1964.10, 1964.10, and 1982.04. That is our region for sell. All right, that's our region for a sell. That is our region for a sell. So once price is able to get in these regions, we can now go in for a sell, and our reward region will be anywhere here. All right. So change this. Okay. So we are going to change this into red. So this is our risk region. Once price is able to get into this region, we can go in for our sell. All right, we can go in for our sell and sell all the way into this region of 1947.96, 1947.96. Okay, 1947.96. and down to 1913.42, 1913.42, 1913.42. Okay, so remember, you can take screenshots, you can write it down, you can enter them as I'm calling as well. All right, so you can sell from those region into this region of profitability and then make money for yourself as you relax. So now let's go into the intraday trading. Let's look now for intraday traders. Let's look out for them and see what they can do this morning and today and see how they can make money in the market. Let's go straight now to the 1 hour time frame. Also looking at this on the 30-minute time frame, you can see that price has actually bounced off a resistance region. So for gold this morning, we can say we can go in for our sell as price has actually already bounced off this region. All right, for gold this morning, we can say we are safe for our sell, and then this should be our take profits region. All right, this is our reward region. This is our reward region. So anywhere from once price is able to get into, well, it has already tested it. So yes, your sell is already in order. Actually, sell is already in order. So once price is able, for those of you, yes, your sell is actually in order from 1960.98, 1960. Everything with numbers. 1960.98 up to 1964.19, 1964.19. So anywhere from those regions, you can start selling from those regions. Now, remember, as I always say, once it's able to break above this region, please consider that as your stop loss. All right. If you're able to break above this region, consider that as a stop loss. So, but once price gets into this region, it's safe to say that yes, you can go in for your sales and down to the reward regions, because we can see that it's actually bouncing off a resistance zone. This whole area is a resistance area, but if it's able to break above it, so please you can consider that as your stop loss. So now let's look at we can go in, take our profits at price levels 1958.2 down to 1952.14, 1958.42 and 1952.14. All right, so you can take that as our take profits for this morning. So yes, once price already in the zone, you can go ahead to take your sales from that region, 1960.98 and 1964.19, all the way down to 1958.42, 1958.42 and 1952.14. Okay, so let's now look for our scalping opportunities. Let's look for scalping opportunities. Okay, let's look for scalping opportunities on the 5-minute time frame. You can see that price is already coming up. Price is already coming up. For our scalpers this morning, let's go in for our sell once price is able to get into this region. Once price is able to get into this region, let's go in for our sells. All right. So once price is able to get into this region, let's go in for our sells, for our scalpers this morning, and we can take our profits from this region. Seems the gold is looking very strong. So we can see, let's go in once price is able to get into those regions and start taking our sales. But remember, once it's able to break above that region, we want to consider that as your stop loss. All right. We want to consider that as your stop loss. So yes, because we are actually trading the bounce off. All right, trading the retracement, the support and resistance. So you can scalp all the way down into this take profit region of 1961.79 and 1959.10. All right, 1961.79 and 1959.10. So our scalpers in the building, you can scalp once price has gotten into this region of 1962.53 and 1963.43. So we can see if you've already taken that position, we are already in good profits. So for our scalpers, you should already be in good profits because that's actually nicked off that zone and then coming down into our profit zone. You can see right now we are already in very good profits. Okay, so yes. I believe we are using good lot sizes. Remember, you need good money as well. 1 million naira. Please, I hope somebody can testify with this gold, or let's say people are just looking at me and not taking actions as I'm talking. Our scalpers in the house. Now wow. So I'm just talking here. Nobody's following what I'm saying. Wow, wow. So nobody entered this trade from this top. So nobody can testify. All right. So let's go ahead now to beautiful Gideon. All right. So let's go straight now to oil. Okay. Let's go straight now to oil. Okay. So now let's look out for oil. Let's go straight to the intraday trade. For our swing traders, let's look out for our swing traders this morning and see what oil is doing. So oil, there was a gap up here in oil, and it has actually covered that gap exponentially. And now it's looking at like a ranging market, and it's most likely going to start pushing back upwards as well. But right now, it's looking like a ranging market for our swing traders. All right, it's looking like a ranging market. So we can see that price has been going up here, down, up, down, up, down, more like a zigzag fashion. So we have seen that price has actually bounced off this support region, because this looks like a serious support region right now on the for our swing traders for the daily on the daily time frame. We can see that price has bounced off here. Remember, I want to make as much money, so let's wait for price to get back to this region and sell from that region, because it's most likely going to do the same thing. All right, it's most likely going to do the same movement. So let's go in one price. Once price is able to break into this position, enter the zones, and that is at price level 76.53, 76.53, 76.53. All right, 76.53 and 78.53. Okay, 76.53 and 78.53. Once price is able to get into those regions, we can consider that as our risk and entry positions, and we can consider this as our take profit and reward zones. All right. Okay. All right. So now let's just go to mark the region for our take profits. Our profit zone 75.11 and 71.42. Those are our profit zones. Once price able to trade downwards into those regions, we can start taking our profits anywhere from those regions. We are safe anywhere in those regions to take your profit. All right. So once price gets into the region between 76.53 and 78.53, we can go in for our sales. Yes, I said sell, because price is most likely going to bounce out those regions and start coming downwards again. All right, price is most likely going to bounce out those regions and start coming downwards again. All right, so now let's take our profits at price levels 75.11 and 71.42 as well. So let's go straight now for our day traders and see what they are doing for today. That's what they are going to be doing for today. All right, then. So let's look at this on the 1 hour time frame. Let's look at this on the 1 hour time frame. So you can see it looks like a form of resistance here, which it has bounced off, So let's take the opportunity. All right, you can see it has bounced off this region and is consolidating. We want to get as much money, so we can't say we should sell now. Instead, we are going to buy from the bottom. Right, we're going to buy from this point once it gets to this support region, because this looks like a support region forming. All right, so let's buy at this support region forming, and our take profit region should be above here. Once price is able to get into this region, we can go in for take our profits. They can take that as our reward regions. All right, so once price is able to get into the risk zone at 75.44 down to 75.09, you can take your buys from that region. You can take your buys from that region, and our profit zone So our profit zone from price level 75.84 up to 76.61 is our profit zone. So anywhere between those regions, you can take your profits. We can see price actually going down. Once it's able to trigger that, you can go in for your sales. All right, you can go in for your sales and take your buys once you are able to enter this region. I remember for your stop loss, once you're able to break below this region, the red region, you can consider that as your stop loss. All right, you can consider that as your stop loss. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can consider that as a stop loss. So remember, once you're able to get into this region, you can take your buys and take your profits in these regions as well. Remember, take screenshots, pictures, write it down, or enter them as it's moving and as the market is moving as well. Okay, so let's now go to for our scalpers and see how they can actually make money scalping this market this morning. You can see it's already triggered and pushing upward. So let's look at it on 15 minutes and also on the 5 minutes time frame as well. Okay, for our scalpers this morning, we can see that price is actually, yes, price has actually got into that zone. So it is safe to say you can actually buy. It's safe to say you can actually buy. All right. So, but this is the region where you should buy from. All right. This is the region where you can buy from. So for our scalpers before oil this morning, you are a go for your buy. All right. Between these levels, the region 75.42 and 75.40 is our region for our buy. All right. Remember, so you can see there's a consolidation and a support here. We can buy from that region, which has already triggered. You can buy from that region, which has already triggered. So you are good to go. And then our take profit regions. Once you're in this zone, you can start taking your money. You can start taking your money once you're in that zone. All right, you can start taking your money. If you're a scalper, remember you're scalping and using bigger lot sizes to make money in this market. Once you're in this zone, you're already in good enough profit. Take your money and go. One standard lot is good enough. If you have good money in your account, 500 and above, 1 million and above is good enough. Sharing and scalping. If you want to learn the scalping and stacking strategy, speak to your account manager, see how you can make a lot of money for yourself this morning. You're already in good profit if you're taking those trades, just like I mentioned already. You should already have closed your trades. If you have used big enough lot sizes as a scalper, you should have already made good money as I'm talking to you this morning. So I want to believe you are not just looking and watching me talk and we are taking action. See, you're already in your profit zone. So you should already be taking your profits already. Now, remember, fund your accounts 500,000 and $1 million and above is good enough for you to stack and scalp. Speak to your account manager to learn that. It's a very beautiful strategy. You can actually make good money for yourself. Also, the currency meter to see strengths of currencies. Please feel free to actually always use it. Speak to your account manager as well to see how you can get that as well. All right. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to also follow us on join our Telegram channel. Remember to join our Telegram channel and also the YouTube channel as well. Subscribe, like, and share. Also, we'll be having seminars across the countries today. We also did that yesterday. So speak to your account manager to also know how you can become an IB and a partner of Rally Trade. All right. So please remember to get your accounts funded, top up your account so you'll be able to take these trades and actually make some good money for yourself this morning. All right. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, we do this Mondays through Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And also we can always join our virtual training classes by Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. All right, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays for us to also learn more. All right, so thank you very much. Do have yourselves a peaceful and profitable week ahead. See us all next week. My name again is Valentine.